formula for change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the letters and I'll tell you what they stand for.
Okay.
D as in David, times V as in victory, times F as in Frank, times S as in Sam, greater than R as in Robert. Formula for
Okay.
change. Where D stands for what are we dissatisfied with? V stands for what is the vision? And so when I was in executive leadership, and I know you can appreciate this too, when you were in that position, your goal is really to have a shared vision, right? A vision that you and I can both see that we can march toward. Because I'm going to constantly hold this up as a banner. Hey, this is what we're working toward, especially as things start getting hard and resistance starts to come. You need that shared vision. And it can't be something I'm pushing on you. It has to be something that you see and I see and is shared. And that's ultimately what is driving you toward that particular change, not me. F is the first steps. So what are the small things that we can do today with the resources that we have? And it kind of keeps you out of status quo and being stagnant with what people said. Well, if only we had this resources, if only we had this time, if only we had this capacity, we could do X. So it kind of eliminates that. It's like, okay, but what can we do right now with what we have? And then S is okay, what are the structures or the systems or infrastructure that needs to be in place to be able to maintain that momentum? And then R is resistance. And I love R um, because what it really demonstrates is that resistance is a natural part of change. So you are going
Mhm.
to feel resistance when you are changing something. And that's not meant for you to stop or you're going in the wrong direction. Sometimes it can mean that, but it just means that you are moving people out of their comfort zone. You're moving people out
Yes.
of status
Yeah.
quo into something that's different, right? Which is why vision is important. And it is a multiplier, right? So I say
Mhm.
times V times S is greater than R, because if any of those things are not in place, it cancels the entire equation out, right?
Right.
If you don't have first steps, right, you just kind of get stuck in a rut. If you do operate and you go toward, taking action, but you don't have structures and systems in place, you're not going to be able to sustain it, right? Or if you're having a lot of action, but it's not tied to a vision, everyone is kind of doing their own thing. We're not actively working toward a shared outcome, right? And if we're not clear about what we're dissatisfied with, then what are we really solving for? So that is the formula for change.